Welcome in 5 minutes with Sean, maybe 10. It is the middle of July, with July the 22nd. 2 days from now will be 60 days until Being Social, September 24th, Madison, Wisconsin. And I am absolutely amped about this. All right. We rock the social hat when we talk about the social product. We get excited because it's freaking awesome what we've put together here, the band of people involved. But let's just before we get into why it's so great, let me talk to you a little bit why it's become a passion project. Number one, I'm seeing a lot of vendors, especially in the third party space, doing a lot of paid social advertising. I see a lot of dealers doing a lot of paid social advertising, budgets from $1,500 to $6,000 a month. And every time I see it, I wonder to myself, for what? For what? That's what I ask. Because I know that paid social is about the idea that we are putting up our vehicles and it's a place for people to go look at them and gain VDPs at a certain cost. Okay, fine. At one point, we were taking those cars directly back to store VDP, showing it on GA4. Then we were going over here. And don't get me started on GA4. By the way, at Being Social, I'll be talking all about how vendors still don't get it. And all you have to do is keep telling them how to tag their own traffic. If you see a huge spike in your organic social traffic, and I'm talking from 50 to 500, 9.5 times out of 10, it is all a paid element that's getting filtered through. Go have people tag their traffic correctly and have it be a paid social element. We fought forever to get an organic social. We have it in GA4. Let's make sure we keep it that way, because where your organic social is going to make a bigger difference to me than where your paid is. Okay. Paid's a steroid as far as I'm concerned. You can go get it anywhere. You can pop it in. Organic social is a workout and healthy eating routine. All right. That's what it means to do it right. And the dealers right now in my book of business that are killing it, that are not the ones calling me stressed about the market, stressed about this or that. The one thing they have in common, because it's not geography, it's not spend, it's not brand. It's a great work environment. There's no doubt about that. They kill it on organic social. They kill it. And by killing it in today's world, I mean they do it consistently. And they consistently engage their community, which is something that doesn't even happen on the paid side, right? So we spend all this, especially with the third-party vendors, like this idea that there's more than one Facebook or Instagram to advertise to, or one more local area, is absurd to me, okay? So if you're already doing paid social for yourself independently at your store, do not sign up for it on the third parties ever for any reason. Now, if you're not doing it and you do an add-on product with a third party to do it, fine. Don't do it anywhere else or spend your own money. There is only one Facebook, Instagram, okay? There is. I know that sounds troubling to people, but it's the case. So just because you sign up with 4 vendors to do it doesn't mean they're doing it somewhere different. And I see it every single day, okay? These third parties, because again, they have to stay relevant. They have to stay in the know, not to mention it won't look as expensive to you, because social media marketing should be pennies on the dollar to Google in most cases, in most times. Election years, things get wonky, whatever. Which is what we're in. Fine. Okay, whatever. That's market stuff. I can't control that. Okay, that's not for me. But what I can control is the messaging from the store. And organic social gives us a really, really, really unique opportunity to do that. So many people with budgets of $15,000 to $3,000 to $5,000 have almost no organic media presence. And it makes me think that they would rather spend the money than invest the time, which I get that. I mean, we offer organic social posting. So, and we only reason that we offer that, we set it up as a training data company like we did my company. Same way, same thing. But in time, what we noticed was that people were coming to us saying, don't really need the training, don't really need the data unless you're willing to do the posting. And at first, yeah, right. Not interested. No way. I'm not doing that. That's not who I am, right? Turns out in time, we started to figure out a process to do it. The team started to do it. It took off like a runaway train. So then I started to say, okay, well, there's value in this, but how do we continue to do it? How do we continue to show value at an expense level? Well, then I started comparing the budgets, right? And the reaches and the impressions. And I started to say to myself, I can get pretty close to what's being offered in the paid element to what I can create in organic over time. This is not a 2-month. Again, if you want to get big results as fast as possible, you turn on the paid element of absolutely anything in marketing. Okay? Absolutely anything. You just turn the faucet on, you get it. But if you need the trickle effect, if you need to work on something long-term, organic for both your website and your social is the way to go. It's always been the way to go. I think it's fair to admit this now, 3 years after starting a social arm of my company, that I never bought into social media. It's why I never wanted to look at the data. It's why I never took the time to even entertain expanding into social, because I just didn't buy it. Look, man, I'm on LinkedIn. Okay. That's where you'll probably see this video, or maybe on YouTube Shorts. But either way, I live my social life on LinkedIn. Nowhere else. I don't have an IG page for Sean. I don't have a Facebook page for Sean. It's just this. Okay. And it takes time. I don't get 100 likes on everything. As a matter of fact, I think I've only got 100 likes like maybe less than 5 times in my life. I've been posting for fucking 6 years. Okay. All right. But to me, it's about the smaller numbers, the real connections, the real relationships that without LinkedIn, I don't think my business is here today. Frankly, not only because I've made connections and partnerships from that, but just from the outlet and this show. This show is just content for social media. YouTube is social media. All this is just creating content. Sounds easy. Most people struggle with it. And not only that, the other thing that we've learned is that they might even be into creating it and cool with that, but they want no part of posting it and engaging it. So again, for us, when we first were approached by it, I was like, man, you're not going to want to pay me this to do that. I said a number and someone was like, yeah, I'll pay you that to do that for sure. Okie dokie. All right. And we've learned along the way, it's a lot of effort. Content creation is no fucking joke. Okay. As someone who's been doing it as long as I have and working with people who do it as more than I do, it's not a joke. A social media manager isn't a Swiss Army knife position. It's its own position if you want to do it right. And if you've got 5, 7, 10, 12 brands and you think that one person can do it, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. And while you have made a step towards commitment, one person per 10, guys, girls, this is no different than BDCs were 15 years ago. You thought you could run them with one person. 400 leads, phone calls, everything, one person. You couldn't. You're wrong. The same story will end up being true here. And the bigger thing about it is, and what I encourage everyone to think about for this show, think about this. Being Social, September 24th, Madison, Wisconsin, should be somewhere that everyone and anyone in your dealership could attend to get value. Are you ready for this? General managers, so you can learn at the highest level what the most important things are you should be looking for, how to create a culture that's available to go out and post and let your people be who they are. All right? That's the top level. Middle level, sales managers, same reasons, as well as how to engage with your salespeople. Salespeople, you need to be here because if you take the craft of selling cars seriously and you want to be the very best, being great on social media will do it. And a lot of you may say to me right now, because I hear it every time we're in a store and we bring this shit up. Hey, Sean, I have my own page. I'm cool. Oh, you have your own page. Cool. How many followers do you have on your page? Oh, I have 1,000. The dealership has 5,000. You're already doing it. Take what you're doing, give it to your dealer, simulcast it on the homepage. Boom, we have content for everyone. Everyone fucking wins. But why don't we do it? Well, we might be selfish. We're salespeople. We keep it to ourselves. But salespeople, I'm telling you, as someone who's been in this industry for way too long at this point, okay, 25 years, it is something that we have seen over and over again. And I tell people, if I had a CRM, if I had a BDC, if I had social media, I would not be here. I would still have been selling cars. I still think all the time about when and if CarBiz comes to an end. What I would likely do is go find the most beautiful place on earth, find the coolest dealership there, just sell cars and kill it on social media. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Because retail people, what you don't realize is you get way more engagement and interaction when you post to social media than businesses do ever. And when your consumers see it from that position, it's out of this world. It's out of this world. So the reason that I'm big on this today is because social media is our future, if it's not our present. And the event itself was born out of the idea that everyone kind of touches on social media at these events, but no one commits an entire day to it. So we've done that. It was a home run success last year. It is targeting right now to be an absolute grand slam success this year. So if you don't already have your tickets, as I said, we're about 62 days away from this event. Madison, Wisconsin, September the 24th. Concourse Hotel, followed by an unbelievable dinner at Cooper's Tavern right around the corner. You barely have to leave the building. It is going to be so much fun. I hope you guys join us and I'm telling you, I am a converted social media acolyte, and now I'm going to scream it from the rooftops. Join us to do the same. Thank you so much. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your week.